To become crorepati, to become Arabpati, Kharabpati, billionaire, trillionaires. This is the main target of the native in modern age. Now, for sudden change, any suddenness, it is the 8th house. So 8th house and 8th house posited planet should be very strong. 8th house should not be under any affliction, any aspect of inauspicious planet, but aspect coming from the benefic planet like Jupiter, Venus, Moon, Mercury, giving good results. So the 8th house is suddenness, 8th house is transformation, and Rahu is the planet that can, in particular activation, Rahu can give the blessings of huge amount of wealth, money, massive wealth, blessing of Rahu. When Rahu Dev will be activated? Actually, Rahu is not a planet. It is shadowy planet. It is the north point, north node rather of moon, and Ketu is the south node. When in the charts the Jupiter is strong, Jupiter may be exalted, own sign, friend sign, or somehow it is activated, then Jupiter can control the Rahu. Rahu may be illusions, Rahu may gives the Brahm. So how much ambition should be there logically? That is guided by the wisdom of Jupiter. So always in the chart, anywhere Rahu is present and making some wrong, that will be corrected by the wisdom of Jupiter, knowledge of Jupiter. So Jupiter is the main controller of Rahu. So when in particular phase of life, transit or gochar, when Jupiter is weak, in that case Rahu may not give good results. So Jupiter in the chart and in particular time period should be strong to get the blessing of Rahu for massive wealth, massive money. Now another point is that when the native is too much determination, too much energy, too much action, too much motivation to get the work, this is coming from the Mars. That means when Mars is activated and Saturn is hardworking, dedicated, discipline, responsibility, communication skill, all are coming from the Saturn. Then Saturn and Mars both are when very strong, then the blessings of Rahu is coming due to the very much laborious tenacity, very much laborious work, so much hard work, then and then only Rahu gives the blessings. So Jupiter is another point, Mars, Saturn is another point. Mercury is the friends of Rahu. When Mercury is positive, Mercury is the cleverness, Mercury is the intelligence. So the cleverness also with the Rahu. When Rahu is positive, Rahu gives the positive cleverness, positive intelligence together with the Mercury, native will progress. But when Rahu is negative, that means some Brahm is there, some illusion is there. That time fraud may be also. So Rahu is main ambition. Rahu should be in the forward. But behind that, Jupiter strongly posited is the guidance, it is the wisdom, it is the knowledge. Then karmic planet Saturn is present and Martian planet Mars will be there with the support of Sun, Mercury also. So all the planet alignment is very important, and in the front the ambition Rahu will be there. Then Rahu will give the blessing of huge amount of wealth or money. So Rahu is very important planet. It can change the financial conditions with the 8th house. Suddenness also in the 8th house Lord. Suddenness also in the 8th house posited planet. And suddenness also in the Rahu. Rahu mainly gives the sudden financial raising. To become Kotipati, to become Arabpati, the blessing of Rahu is essential. When we are coming to the chart, we try to explain when particular conjunction of Rahu gives huge amount of wealth. Generally, when Rahu is with the benefic planet conjunctions or aspect of benefic planet gives the good results. But Rahu when with the malefic planet may not give the so good result. Result may be moderate. Coming to the chart to explain everything to make it clarity. Coming to the chart here, first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house. Similarly, it is 11th, 12th house. The journey of Rahu in different houses. Now, first of all, we are in the first house, ascendant or Lagna. Rahu is posited. What will be the effect? When Rahu is positively posited in first house, the native will be very charismatic. Day by day, native's glamour will increase. Native personality day by day enhanced. And natives do his personal duty very carefully, self-did. Native will be very good self-expression will be there and very good behavior with the people. 7th house, Rahu's 7th aspect is coming. 7th house is the people. The dealing with the people will be very good when positive Rahu is visited in the Lagna or ascendant without any affliction, without any malefic aspect, only benefic aspect from Jupiter, or Venus, or Mercury, or Moon may be there. So this is the positive Rahu in first house. But if the Rahu is some extent negative, then all the efforts, all the effects may be sometimes moderated. May not be so much charismatic, may not be so much having personality or having no personality also. Native may not do his actual duty, that will also be there. So positive Rahu giving charismatic, glamorous, self-did, self-expressed, good personality. But negative Rahu may not be. Similarly, second house, it is actually Kalpurusha Kundali, Taurus sign. Rahu is very strong here with. It is the house of speech. It is the house of wealth, house of family happiness, and it is the house of foods. And Rahu is posited here with. When Rahu is strong, without any afflictions, native do his business, mainly family business, and exaltation is there in his business day by day. Native will gain so much wealth. Generally, second house Rahu gives the native too much wealth. If Rahu is positive, native will be good speaker, motivator. Native will attract the people. Native relationship with the in-laws will be very good. But when Rahu is negative, that effect may be minimized. Now third house is your odd house. Rahu may not be good. But here, particularly in Gemini sign, Rahu is very strong. It is the house of creative. It is the house of courage, house of communication, house of skill, house of sibling. Here Rahu is posited strongly. The native will be good writer, native will be good singer, native will be good sportsman, native will be good cricketer or footballer. That means native will be a good creative persons. Rahu from here aspecting the 9th house of fortune. So if Rahu is positive, native will be fortunate. Now fourth house, house of mother, house of take care, house of family happiness, house of property, house of vehicles, house of every type of amenities is there. When Rahu is strongly posited in fourth house, mother caring will be there. Native gets so many vehicles. Native may have so many house building. Native may be associated with so many friends. Circle will be very large in this house when Rahu is positive. But when Rahu in the fourth house is not so positive, all the significant, those are discussed, may be moderate. That means vehicles may not be there. Native may not construct his own house building, may be there. Relationship with mother may not be good. So negative Rahu is not good in fourth house. Fourth house is education, college education. When Rahu is positive, the native get education up to college level, very good education in her or in his positions. But when the Rahu is negative, native may not give proper education. So this is the house of education also. Coming to the fifth house is talent, fifth house is children, fifth house is intelligence, entertainment, speculations. Here, when Rahu is positive and Jupiter is strong in the chart, the native get huge amount of wealth in speculation, trading, share market. But if Jupiter is not so strong, then Rahu may not give good effect. So here also it is the house of Tantra Mantra, fifth house. And Rahu, when posited, native may be a tantric also. Aspect in the 11th house of success is tantric process. He may be a astrologer also. He may be a occultist also. So fifth house, all the significations native may possess. Now Rahu in the sixth house. Sixth house is competitiveness. Sixth house is service to the people. Sixth house is rogue, green, repo, disease, loan, enmity, all are there. Sixth house Rahu is very strong. Destroy the enemy, repay the loan, recover from disease, and success in competitive examinations when Rahu is posited in sixth house. In sixth house, already discussed, it is the strong position of Rahu to destroy the enemy, to repay the loan, to recover from disease, and win over competitions. Now coming to the seventh house. Seventh house is the partner, spouse. It is the business house, relationship with the other nations, import-export business, all are there in 7th house and 12th house. Now Rahu is strongly posited here in the 7th house without any affliction or malefic aspect or papkattari. Native may be very good in relationship with the spouse, with the people. Business will flourish, partnership business will also flourish herewith. But when Rahu is not positive, then this is the house of marriage. Multiple marriage may be there, or separation or divorce also may be accelerated by negative Rahu. So Rahu in 7th house, is it positive or negative? That will depend on the 7th house significations. Now Rahu in the 8th house is very interesting point here with. 8th house is sudden change, suddenness, transformation, rock to heaven, heaven to rock. 8th house Lord, 8th house posited planet is there. Rahu have the same significations. Rahu gives so much wealth in a minimum time. So transformation may be there. So 8th house Rahu, when Rahu is very strong, and 8th house Lord and 8th house positive planet is strong, then Rahu gives the blessings of huge amount of wealth and money. So this is in this house, if all the factors are positive, native easily transfer his life from rock to heaven. Now Rahu in the 9th house. It is not very good house for Rahu. 9th house is advanced learning, father, spiritual journey. It is long distance journey. Education like postdoc education, like master's education, like PhD. Here Rahu is positive. Now in this case, if Rahu is positive, then the native may get all the degrees or supporting. But generally, Rahu may not good in the 9th house. Why? Here it is the house of religious. Rahu not limited in a particular religious line. It always cross the boundary of religion. Sometimes native changes his religion when Rahu posited in 9th house. So 9th house Rahu, if any native's chart is there, native have to be very cautious about his duty with his parents. Native must respect his parent. Native must respect his teacher. Native must perform the duty in the line of spirituality. Unfair means should not be adopted if Rahu is posited in 9th house. Now Rahu in the 10th house. It is very good combination. Rahu 10th house makes the people good leaders in political arena. In the leadership in any kind of high profile job, Rahu is have so many tactics, so many manipulative nature of Rahu that administration, to maintain the administration, Rahu helps in the 10th house. When it is positive, when there is no affliction. But when some extent Rahu is negative, then here Rahu may cause the job change. Rahu may not satisfied in particular job when Rahu is negative in the 10th house. The 11th house. Here Rahu is very strong, giving time to time blessing of wealth, financial assistance from Rahu Dev is there. Here the house of fulfillment of desires, the 11th house. And Rahu also is a desire. When logical desire is there, it will be fulfilled. But if it is Brahm, it is illusions, may not be there. So logical desire means it is controlled by the wisdom of Jupiter. So strong Jupiter already we discussed is necessary for getting the divine blessings from Rahu and to be a millionaire or billionaire. The 11th house Rahu may generally makes. When in the 11th house Rahu is conjoined with the very strong planet, the native get so much wealth. We are coming to the charts and try to make it more clarified. Personal charts. Now Rahu here generally gives strong effect in 3rd house, 6th house and 11th house, preferable house for Rahu. Positive Rahu gives too much wealth. It is the main theme is that when Jupiter is strong, Saturn is strong, then Rahu is strong. Why? Rahu and Ketu are two of the subcontractor of Saturn. Saturn do his duty with the help of Rahu and Ketu. So when Saturn is strong, Rahu and Ketu will be always strong. Always alignment is there. So Jupiter, Saturn, Mars when strong, the chart will be very strong. And the blessing of Rahu, blessing of wealth, blessing of financial assistance will be there. Now 12th house Rahu. 12th house always we are telling expenses. It is the journey of spirituality. In this field, when Rahu is posited, Rahu actually desire. In this field, where Rahu is posited, the native have to be cautious. What are the detrimental effect? First, we have to check. Rahu generally in 12th house gives intoxication, like alcohol or other medicines may be there. And sleeping trouble in this 12th house, Rahu is giving. So, not only that, 12th house Rahu, when not properly adjusted with the family, maybe multiple marriage also. But when Rahu is posited in 12th house, native have to be more charitable. Native have to do the charitable work with NGOs. Native have to adjust themselves with the Vidhashram, asylum, jail, hospital, nursing home to save the poor and poorer. Poorest of the poor, when native will help, native get support of the society. So in this house, the spiritual journey, Rahu should not have so much desire. This is the house of the giving to the others. So this is in the 12th chart, what effect of Rahu is there. Coming to the chart of great cricketer of India and fast bowler, Jasprit Bumrah. Date of birth 6 December 1993. Time of birth 12, place of birth Ahmedabad. Ascendant is Aquarius, Kumbha Lagna, and zodiac is Leo, Singha Rashi. What happens in this chart? Sun is very strong in the 10th house, Scorpion sign, with Rahu. So Sun is controlled the Rahu in the 10th house. Not only that, here 5 planets is there. Energy of Mars, intelligence of Mercury, and the Venus aesthetic sense is there. So 5th planet in the 10th house with Rahu makes the chart very strong. He is a great bowler or cricketer. Now other person, Jupiter is posited in 9th house, 5th aspect on the ascendant Lord Saturn. So by the aspect of Saturn, aspect of Jupiter on Saturn rather, Saturn is modified, Saturn's strength will be modified by Jupiter. 7th aspect on the 3rd house of creations, creative player, new technique is here with communication skill, and 9th aspect of Jupiter coming to the 5th house of talent. He is a talented player, Jasprit Bumrah. 9th aspect of Devguru Brihaspati on the house of talent. Here Moon Saturn conjunction is there 180 degree. That is giving wealth, energy all, but a mental satisfaction may be less when Saturn and Moon is conjunct at 180 degree. So this chart is very strong of Jasprit Bumrah. To the chart of Gautam Adani. Date of birth 24 June 1962. Time of birth 12. Place of birth Ahmedabad. Her ascendant is Leo, Singha Lagna. And zodiac is Taurus, Rishabh Rashi, Singha Lagna. Great chart of Gautam Adani, chairman of Adani Group. What happens in this chart? 7th house Gajkesari Yog is there. Jupiter in Moon aspecting the ascendant, and the 3rd house, 9th aspect. Another condition is that 11th house Sun gives too much earning, and 9th house Mars is posited in own sign, aspect in the 3rd house. So much energetic and determination coming from the strong Mars in house of fortune. Now moon in the 10th house of Taurus sign is exalted. Moon gives the dedications, change. And the main point here with Rahu and Venus in the 12th house, export-import business. Not only that, Venus in 12th house is very strong. And in the event sign, Rahu is also strong. Rahu-Venus combination in 12th house gives too much wealth to the native. So here Rahu-Venus combination is very positive for his real estate business is there and any type of export-import business of Adani Group. Here the chairman Gautam Adani, the great chart. Coming to the last chart, Elon Musk, richest person of the world at present. Date of birth 28 June 1971. Time of birth 12 a.m. midnight, Pretoria, South Africa. This is the great chart of Elon Musk. The ascendant is Pisces, Min Lagna. And zodiac is Leo, Singha Rashi, Min Lagna, great chart. What is the important factor here with? 4th house, the Mercury and Sun Budhaditya Yoga is there in the Gemini sign. Mercury is own sign making Budhaditya Yoga. The Mercury and Sun both aspecting the 10th house of profession, 10th house of his business. In the 3rd house of creations, here Venus is posited in own sign of Taurus with friend Saturn. So he is a creative businessman. Saturn-Venus combination also gives too much wealth. And Saturn-Venus aspecting the 9th house. Venus-Jupiter conjunction at 180 degrees. Since the Jupiter, the lords of 1st house and 10th house posited in 9th house, making Raj Yoga. That Jupiter makes 180 degree conjunction with Venus. So Jupiter-Venus conjunction giving too much wealth. 5th house for new methodology, new technology, Ketu is there. But the highest important point is 11th house here. In the 11th house, Capricorn sign, Rahu is posited. Rahu is very strong in Capricorn. With Mars, Mars is here exalted in Capricorn sign. So 11th house posited planet and 11th house Lord Saturn is very strong in the chart. That's why he gets so much wealth in his different kind of business. SpaceX, satellite, electronic car or any other business. He makes so much profits owing to the strong Rahu Mars conjunction in 11th house. Rahu is positive here, Mars is exalted here in the 11th house to give the blessings to the native. But this is very unique combination in the Elon Musk chart at 11th house.